Before you pay a single dollar on that piece of land, watch this video because it will save you from making a costly mistake. A lot of families have lost their life savings because they bought land which was not suitable for their construction needs. Did you know that the type of land you buy can either reduce the cost of building or triple the cost of building or even quadruple the cost of your entire building project? In this video, I'm going to show you 7 checks you need to conduct before you pay for a piece of land. These 7 checks are very important as they will save you from a costly mistake. Watch this video to the end. Don't miss any of these 7 checks as each one is very important. This is maybe Nimtale from BuildSmater Construction Solutions. Let's get into it. The number 1 check you need to conduct is the soil test. This is very important and it's one of the things that most buyers ignore. The type of soil you find on your plot of land will either increase the cost of building or help you reduce the cost of building. So this is what you need to do. You need to have a tape measure when you are going to your piece of land. This is very important. The second thing, have a hoe or anything that you can use to dig a pit, because you need to dig about 60 centimeters down, 60 centimeters up to here, 60 centimeters. And what you find down there will determine how expensive your building will be or how cheap the building will be. On top you see there's sand, a little bit of sand, then there is black soil at some point. This is black soil, not very good. Then on the bottom there is orange soil. Just do this to see after 60 centimeters, and this is orange soil. So now you see that on top there is a little bit of sand, then there is black soil, then 60 centimeters down there is orange soil. Now orange soil is very firm and very good for a foundation. This will be a normal foundation. You won't need a lot of reinforcement, which will reduce the cost of building altogether. Another type of soil you need to avoid is stones. Excavation or blasting of the stones would cost you more. This is what you need to do. Find 2 corners, opposite corners in your plot of land, opposite corners in a piece of land. Dig a hole in that corner and check 60 centimeters and check the type of soil you find. If it is orange, red or brown, then you are safe. Dig another on that corner. Also do the same check. If all goes well, then that piece of land is okay for construction. The second check you need to conduct is that of flooding and drainage. Water travels downhill. So if your place, the piece of land you want to buy is in a hollow, that means all the water from these other places will be coming at your place. That will be a dam in the rainy season. The number 1 mistake I see people making when they are buying land is going to the site during the dry season. But is that land going to flood during the rainy season? The owner of the plot might not tell you exactly that. Ask the neighbors if that area floods. If you find that your place is oral or that the place floods, don't make a mistake of paying any dime, because this house needs to be higher than normal. That's extra bricks, extra reinforcement, extra cement, and this will be a very expensive build. If you have found this video useful in any way, subscribe and click a bell for notifications, because I'll be posting videos like this every week. The number 3 check you need to conduct is that of the boundary, the size of the plot of land. The owner might say the plot of land is 25 by 25. The papers might say it's 25 by 25. But in the actual sense, it may be 15 by 25. They just point trees, for example, from here to that end. They point a stone from this stone to that end. Because down the line, neighbors may come and say, you have built in my plot of land. We have seen situations where people's houses have been demolished because they built on wrong plots of land. So always go with a tape measure. This may be small, but there is a bigger tape measure you can carry. There's those that are 50 meters, 100 meters, and measure from corner to corner. And after measuring, ensure that you put pillars on that plot of land. The other thing you should do is ask the neighbors. Find out the neighbors or the owners of the next plot. Ask them if that's the actual boundary of the plot. Another way you can check for the boundaries is go to the local council. If that piece of land is on title, it will have the actual measurement and they will tell you the exact measurement. Number 4 check you need to conduct is that of the road access. Is there a road near that plot of land? Because you need to transport all the building materials to that plot of land. Is the road passable? Apart from that, is it passable in all seasons? Because the road might be okay. This is a dry season. The road might be okay. What of the rain season? Because there are certain roads, when it comes to the rainy season, they are impassable. No car can pass through that road. It may cost you a lot of money. Just imagine, they are building and the truck is coming full of materials. Contractors are waiting. You have rented the house for them to stay in. For a month they have said they'll build the house. Then the truck is coming. It gets stuck somewhere because of the rain. The car cannot move. There is nothing you can do. I've seen cars stay for weeks because the road is impassable. Then that week, you've already paid for the house for the contractors. You are feeding them. You are paying for people to now guard the materials there. You are also paying people to clear the road, if it is to repair the road, for them to just bring the materials to your plot of land. How much money have you spent so far? If there is no road access, that's another challenge. You may need to pave the way, cutting down of trees in order for the materials to come to your plot of land. That's a lot of money. That's extra costs which you did not budget for. Check number 5. This one is also an important check. Is there availability of water in the area where you want to build that house? This is very important because during construction, water is needed. You need water to cure the cement. You need water to make plaster. You need water for most everything you'll be doing at a construction site, even washing of the tools. After building that house, you need water for your family. So this is a water source in my area, and this is a school, but then my plot is just behind the school. If there is no water source, has anyone sunk a borehole near that area? Because it's not every area that has groundwater nearby. So you need to check for the groundwater, because sometimes you may discover that you might have a plan to sink a borehole and you dig 100 meters and you still not find water. Check number 6. Never ever buy land without legal documents. It's very important. The land should have legal documents. Documents such as a title deed or an offer letter signed by any government representative through the right office. This is very important. If the land has no legal document, then avoid buying that land. Never buy land based on verbal agreements. Never buy land because you know the person selling and they just tell you this is my land. Even if you're given legal documents, there are things you need to check. Is the person selling you the land the actual owner of the land? That's number 1. Number 2, even if the person is the owner of the land, maybe that land can be collateral to a certain loan the person has taken. Check for that as well. Also check, maybe the person may have a title, but he has sold the land to another person as well. Also check. That's where the local authorities like the council exist. Go there and check. Even if it's customary land, land in the village is not on title. We go to the headman, then the headman will give you a document, you sign a certain document, then there is agreement between you and the owner. Then they are supposed to be witnesses in the community. Never ever buy land without any documentation. And here is number 7. Before you pay for that piece of land, check the zoning of that land. It simply means the government's plan for that land. The government gazettes land. For example, that land may be for residential houses, it can be for commercial buildings, it can be for a school, it can be for a hospital, or it can be gazetted for a road. This is very important. I've seen a lot of families lose houses because they dealt in a land which is gazetted, for example, for a road. This happened in Zambia, in the copper belt in Kitwe. People's houses were demolished by the government because in the area in which they built those houses was gazetted for something else. If the zoning of that area is not for residential houses, do not buy that plot of land. Do not build on that plot of land. Do all these 7 checks, no exception. Now, I've put together a free land buyer's guide document which goes even deeper than this video. This document will help you to know the right questions to ask the neighbors, the exact documents you need to check for, and everything else. This document is completely free, and the link to download it is in the description below. Just click download, print and use for free. I also want to hear from you. Comment below, what country are you watching me from? If you have found this video useful in any way, subscribe and click a bell for notifications because I'll be posting videos like this every week. This has been Maybe Nimtale from BuildSmater Construction Solutions. Let's build that affordable house together. See you on the next one.